You know, one of the most important things we can do is prepare ourselves properly for the day. Before you go into a day, rather than just barreling into it and taking what comes, actually preparing yourself to go into the day properly, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically is a beautiful way to set yourself up for success. And in this video, I'm going to share some keys with you on how to do that. Hi there, my name is Lisa Vandenberg from Salt Solutions Coaching, empowering the 2.0 version of you. On this channel, we love sharing with you practical tips on how to walk out your purpose with Jesus every day. So if you're new here, consider liking and subscribing and share this video with your friends. So a beautiful principle is preparing yourself for the day. That's why typically quiet time with the Lord is in the morning. But something happens when we go into the day intentionally instead of just bumbling into it. And so no matter what our circumstances are, whether you're a young parent, whether you work night shift or early in the morning, whether you are a morning person or an evening person, there is tremendous value in taking some time, whatever you can intentionally carve out, to anchor yourself in the Lord before you go on in the day. And so that can look like a variety of things, because the beauty is that God is more interested in a relationship with us than us following any letter of the law. So that invitation is to spend the time with Him. And I've heard so many different ways from my clients of ways that they do this. And some of us go for a walk and just talk with Jesus as we go for a walk, imagining Him walking next to you, having a conversation with Him. Some of us will just dive right into the Bible and consume it and study it and, all sorts of things. Some of us will put on worship music and just sing and worship the Lord along with worship music. Some people will soak. They put on some soaking music and lie down somewhere and just think thoughts with God. Think about the day with Him. So whatever it is that works for you, some of us will read a book that just helps our thoughts to be aligned and anchored in God. Whatever it is that works for you, I want to encourage you to do that each and every morning. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I can get straight into a to-do list, because that's my personality. And so what I do instead is I lift both of my arms up as if I am giving God a hug and He's giving me a hug. And I just lie there for a second and I just imagine God hugging me. And it helps me to start my thinking from that place of being in Him instead of straight to the to-do list, right? There is something astounding in intentionality about going into the day and going, Lord, first of all, I'm going to give this day to you. I love reading Romans 12:1 and 2. It says, Lord, in light of your mercies, as my act of worship, I'm going to give you, I surrender all of my members and my faculties to you today as an act of worship. Right? It just helps me to remember that everything in my life is His and I'm giving it all to Him. And then I go into verse 2 and I say, Lord, and I will not be conformed to the thinking of this world today, but I'll be transformed by the renewal of my mind. Thank you, Lord God, that I think your ways, that I have the mind of Christ, that I feel your feelings, that I think your thoughts, that everything about my life is for you and about you, right? It's a beautiful way to start off thinking about Him. And then, as I said, whatever resonates with you. Sometimes it's beautiful to put on worship music and a favorite song of yours that's really resonating with you right now. And then it cycles through your head for the rest of the day, right? I sometimes wake up singing those worship songs as if I was worshiping the Lord in my sleep, right? And then putting some food into your mind, whether that be reading the Bible or a book that He's leading you to read, or listening to a podcast or a YouTube video of something that anchors you in Him, helps your thoughts to get to that place where they're not automatically cycling into the things that are happening in the day and all that you're going into, but actually starting from that place of solidity in God, right? And then another thing I love to do to just get me set up for the rest of the day is to sit and look at my calendar with the Lord. And I go through each appointment, each thing that's happening in the day, and I say, Lord, thank you for these meetings. Thank you for the people that I get to interact with. How do you want me to interact with them today? What surprises do you have for us? What treasures do you have for us in these meetings today? And so then what that does is that, first of all, it anchors you in the Lord, anchors you in the truth of His word that you can take into the day. And then it actually helps you walk out that truth with Him in your circumstances each day. It's the most astounding thing, because you go into the day looking at your calendar through the eyes of hope. through the eyes of receiving God's grace and His help to help you get through the day, of excitement and joy because you're expecting good things from the day, instead of whereas you might just have been dreading them, right? It is a beautiful way to set yourself up for success in God today. Not only does it set you up, but it enables God to work with you and through you for the people and circumstances around you, so that the truth in the Lord's Prayer can come to pass, where He says, on earth as it is in heaven today, God. Wow, what an invitation to do today with Him. So as always, Jesus is inviting you on an adventure today. Will you accept? Say yes to intentionally living the truth of the Word in your life and through your life today. There is a PDF that you can download underneath this video with just a couple of journaling questions that really help you to ground this in your quiet time as you go into the day today. And as always, bless you, bless you, bless you, and I'll see you next time.